YouTube. And you guys, like, I do apologize. I am so late with this review. I don't even know if the topic on this movie is still trending or not, but I'm so late on this review. I'm so late. And, like, I don't even know if it's still trending. So, we just gonna get into it. Y'all know this movie came out March 26th, 27th? Not March. February 26th, 27th. So, first off, February is the freaking month of love, y'all. The freaking month of love, right? Tyler Perry, why y'all do this to Kelly? Why did you do this to Kelly? So, I have a lot of mixed feelings about this movie. Overall, amazing. Like, I feel like he definitely went in a different direction with this movie. And I feel like the first time that I felt like Tyler Perry went in a different direction with the movie was definitely when he brought out darn it, what was that movie? What's the movie? Hold on, y'all. I'll be back. All right, y'all. So I had to go put me on some lip gloss. Did my freaking lighting go down? It did. Okay. I had to put me on some lip gloss.
Seriously, mommy.
So the first time I feel like he actually went in a different direction with the movie was when he brought out Alex Cross. And I thought Alex Cross was a freaking amazing movie. And not only that, like, it gave us a first look at Tyler Perry actually being serious in a movie, y'all. Like, and I was like, just wow, because it's actually great to see him like branch out and like do different avenues of like different types of experimentation, like with his directing and kind of like with his scripting and everything. But MEA CULPA. And I know I'm probably pronouncing that second part completely wrong, you guys. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I know I probably am. First off, Tyler, you could have brought this out in March. Like, first, you could have brought this out in March. Like, my girl Kelly was done completely wrong, y'all. Completely wrong. The only thing that had to do with love in this movie was the seduction. The seduction and the freaky sex parties that was involved in this movie. And if you guys have not seen this movie, please do not watch this video because there are spoilers ahead. And yeah, major freakage going on in this movie, y'all. So that is the only thing that may be lightweight involved with some February activities. Other than that, you guys, everybody wants to talk about the paint scene.
Seriously, mommy.
Trevante. First off, Trevante's body just now, I wish I had Trevante, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. If you know me, you know my type is either chubby teddy bear or muscular. Muscular or chubby teddy bear. Now, it's rare that I get muscular, so you guys will most likely either see me with chubby teddy bear. I have had one skinny in my life. And I don't know, like, just for some reason, he just piqued my interest and just kind of kept it there. But of course, he had his tactics. But yeah, one day I'm gonna get my muscular, y'all. One day I'm gonna get my muscular, and he ain't gonna go nowhere. But Trevante, like, if I was Kelly, I would have caved too, girl. I don't even know how she held out that long, cause boy, he was tempting the heck out of her the whole doggone movie, trying to make moves, and homegirl was holding her ground for the longest time. First point, when he said, "Did I know you feeling me?" and she denied it and not even gave in. Like, bro, yes, I am feeling you. Yes, I am feeling you. I would have caved right then and there, y'all. It would have been a wrap. It would have been over. The paint scene would have happened there. It would have happened right in there. But this movie also gave it gave me some different type of vibes to it, you guys. And I'm different type of vibes, I mean like movie-ish vibes. I don't know if you guys kind of got like, I got some Get Out type vibes from this movie too. And I'll get to that later because it's more towards when you're getting towards the end of it. But basically, if you've never seen this movie, and like I said, do not watch the movie. Do not watch this video if you are not wanting to see these spoilers. This movie is about a lawyer who is basically in a troubled marriage. She's going to therapy, trying to get her marriage back on the right track. Her husband is dealing with a mom who's supposedly going through cancer. I say supposedly because at the end we figure out that she's been faking the cancer the whole time. So she's supposedly going through cancer with a hidden agenda. But she has another woman in mind for her son. In every event that they go to, she's basically guilt tripping him to get closer to that girl. The whole time, her and the mom and the brother-in-law, her husband's brother, are basically setting her up because she's been the faithful wife. And not only that, her brother-in-law is actually like a co-attorney. So he's an attorney at the firm as well, but he's not at the same level of like expertise as she is. So he's trying to get like rank up, basically. He's trying to rank up and, get his quote up. Get to where she is so he can establish like some clientele and, start raking in some huge clients. So the whole time, like, she has no idea she's been set up. This big time client, sexy artist Trevante, walks into her office looking for representation. At this moment, he's being set up, but he has no idea how he's being set up. Turns out, mom and brother-in-law have basically paid his ex-girlfriend to set him up. Relocated her behind all the way across in like Mexico. I think it was Mexico. It was some foreign island. I think it was Mexico though. Relocated her into another country. And for some reason, Kelly decides to take a vacation there and sees the girl. But I'm getting too far ahead, you guys. But relocates the girl all the way across town. And Kelly's doing this investigation, right? Trying to figure out why he's been set up. Now they've done a whole murder scene. Blood and everything. DNA matches. Everything's been set up to frame this artist, right? Turns out the reason why he's being set up is because he had seduced brother-in-law's wife in the past. See, the brother-in-law's wife didn't even know that he knew about the affair. Okay? And she is close with her sister-in-law. But she's scared of her husband, right? So she's more of the submissive type woman, while Kelly Rowland is more of the speak out and type of defend herself type woman. That's why her marriage is kind of on the rocks, and And I forgot what is her name. Darn it, what's her name? I forgot her name. Well, anyway, brother-in-law's wife is on is like they have like this perfect quote unquote marriage because she's more submissive and like the yes dear type, do whatever he tells her to do, follows all of her rules. He tells her to do something, she's jumping. Like she just does whatever he tells her to do when he tells her to do it. And they put on that they have this perfect marriage when in reality they don't. And it turns out that the artist actually has these canvases that he has like right over the bed. So now this has been like his obsession with every woman that he's ever been intimate or quote unquote obsessed or fell in love with. He has these pictures that he'll put over his bed with like pictures that he's painted of them. And you know, he'll be intimate with them while looking at these pictures. And so Kelly discovers that they're pillable because she goes and talks to a former, you know, obsession. So one day, and this is after the affair started, after she's already slept with him, after the quote unquote faint scene, she discovers they're pillable. Starts ripping the pictures off, and she notices the woman that she just talked to, her picture pop up. Gets into it with Mr. Trevante and storms out. And she has this investigative partner. If you guys have ever watched Sister, this used to be my crush, you guys. Romrico Lee. He played Tariq on Sister. He is this investigator, this big time investigator. So he's investigating like everything behind the scenes and trying to do it quietly. And he finds out basically what happened between the mom and the brother-in-law. Okay, so Kelly winds up going to a dinner, you guys. She gets invited to a dinner, and the dinner is basically a blow up dinner. She gets there, and there has been a picture that her investigator friend sent to her, basically that sparked the affair in the first place, of her husband walking out of a hotel room with the quote unquote girl that his mom is obsessed with setting him up with, and that sparked the affair. So she goes to this dinner later on in the movie, and turns out the dinner is a setup, okay, guys? So she walks in, and she's planning on telling her husband about the affair, but she doesn't get a chance to tell her husband about the affair because, you know, his mom tells him. His mom tells him, yeah, she's been waiting this whole time, you know, to break them up. Like she's just been waiting. Like she's been wanting this the whole time. She don't even like the girl. She can't stand her. And she's like, she knows this isn't the woman that she wants her son to be with. She can't stand him. So she tells him that, you know, she's been having an affair with the artist. And of course, he asks her if it's true. She says it's true. He storms out. No, he doesn't storm out. He tells her to leave. She leaves. Sister-in-law chases after her, tries to talk to her. Of course, brother-in-law comes outside, like, what are you doing? Go back in the house. She goes back in, of course, behaving. And then Kelly drives off. Feels the need to kind of recalculate her thoughts, get herself together. And that's where she sees the girl that framed Trevante on vacation. She calls brother-in-law even though she knows her husband is not speaking to her. At this point, she's thinking that they can still be professional, right? Even though you're the one that basically just ruins my marriage by telling my husband something that I should have been the first to tell him. So she calls her brother-in-law because he still can be on the case. She can no longer be on the case because it's now a conflict of interest, right? She says, I found the girl. She's over here in Mexico. And she takes a picture of her and sends it. So she emails it when she gets back to the house. And she shows up at the house again. They're like, just come over. My brother wants to see you, right? At this point, she still has no idea that she's being set up, right? She gets to the house. They're talking and everything, acting like everything's fine, you know. They're back on talking terms, you know. Nothing's happening. And she stumbles on a picture of his wife that Trevante had painted in the laundry room. She tries to come out of the laundry room and act like she never saw it, and then bumps into the mom, right? The mom sees her on her phone trying to send something to her investigator friend. And I could be wrong about this part, you guys, because I literally saw this movie like the same weekend that it came out. So my details could be a little fuzzy, but they're pretty much in the same realm of what happened in the movie. Correct me if I'm wrong, though, y'all. But I need to watch it more times, though, for real. But the mom bumps into her on purpose and cracks her phone screen. But at this point, she had already sent the email to the brother. The brother looks at the email and notices that the girl was in Mexico. And they try to kill Kelly. They try to kill Kelly, you guys. So she's running, and then they try to put the sister-in-law up to kill Kelly by, saying like, this is your fault. You slept with him. And the mama's like, yeah, so I faked it. I never had cancer. She's basically like, so what? This would have never happened if y'all didn't fall for this, artist and whatever and cheat on my boy. So I'm like, and the brother-in-law is like, yeah, I told my brother that you weren't good. All women are cheaters. And I'm like, what the heck is this mess? Like, the turn of events at the end of this movie is crazy, you guys. And this is where it comes to be more of a Get Out type feel. Because now she's trying to run away from a crazy family, y'all. She runs outside. She's running down the street like a mad woman. And she runs into her husband who's driving to the brother's home. Okay? And she's tapping on like the hood of the car, and she's like, they're trying to kill me. The brother's trying to kill me. And he's like, what happened? Like, acting like he doesn't even know what's going on. So he makes a pretend call while she's in the car. She gets in the car. He makes a pretend call to the police, like he's calling the police. And the police are supposed to be on their way, right? So Kelly, being a lawyer, her lawyer instincts kicking in, y'all. She gets suspicious. And she's like, I'm going to go ahead and, press the switch over to, the car stereo. Switches over to the car stereo. Boy, y'all, it is the brother-in-law on the freaking speakers saying, bring her back to the house she knows. I died, y'all. I literally died. So, he brings her back to the house. He tries to bring her back to the house. They wind up crashing the car because Kelly takes the wheel, swerves it, bro. Takes off. It was crazy, y'all. So, moral of the story, pretty much everybody, everybody in the family died besides Kelly. Everybody in the family died besides Kelly. She had the evidence to overturn Travante's trial because she had sent it to her investigator friend as well. He turned that evidence in. She stood outside watching the trial and watching him be freed. He sent her a text message saying, "Thank you for freeing me. I hope I can see you," or "I miss you," something like that. And she's just watching from far away as he gets into the car and drives off. And she throws the phone in the trash and just walks off. And I'm like, what the heck was the point in this ending? What the heck was the point in this ending? Like, all right, y'all. So back to the Get Out vibes. So this is why I said it had Get Out vibes to it, because do you guys remember that part in the Get Out when the guy was running? The guy was running towards him in the grass, and he took off running. And then there was a part where they was driving down the street, and he was running down the street, running down the street in the dark. Like that part with Kelly running down the street to the car reminded me of freaking Get Out. And I said, why does this movie have Get Out? And then you have the house in this big grassy field area like the movie Get Out. I said, why is this comparison in my head? Like, why did I immediately have like this thought? Like, why? Because why? And then not only that, you guys, like, it gave me like the feeling of like, why would he put her through like all of this turmoil? Like, you got February being a month of love. Like, she just ended up by herself. But I mean, she had a happy ending. She did. She didn't die. She didn't die. Like, that's the only plus perk. She's alone. She doesn't have a husband. Her life is ruined. She still has a career.
Seriously, mommy.
But like, her whole life has pretty much been a lie. Like, why? Why would her family set her up like that? Like, she's aware her mom-in-law never liked her. But to have the realization that your husband was in on this whole thing with your mom, trying to set you up to see if you're going to cheat on him. Like, why? It's just... And it just kind of puts in perspective on women and like that trust factor. Like, is that really how low men think of women? Like, do you really want to keep pushing us to see if we're going to cheat? Like, why did you have to go through all of those limbs to get her to cave? And it wasn't necessarily like, she wasn't even necessarily going to cheat. Like, it was the picture that pushed her over the edge. Like, in the fact that he never even stood up for her when his mom was downing her and took it on the cancer and like blamed it on the fact that she had cancer and was dying. But at the same time, the whole time, like, he knew that she didn't. He knew that she did not have no type of cancer, y'all. Like, and he put her through all of that mess. Like, that's just cold-hearted and low down. And it just puts me in like a level of anger. Like, I had no words for that. Like, pissed off and angry. Like, and at this point, it's like, at some point, where's the justice for her? Like, where is her happy ending? Where is her resolution for all that she went through? Yes, she lived. Yes, she still had her job. But what did she really have in the end, y'all, besides all of that? Besides both of those? Like, think about it. Make it make sense. Like, this movie really, really makes you think. I was definitely thinking. I was definitely thinking. But let me know if you guys do watch this, um, and how you felt about the movie. Um, and then let me know what you think about this review. Until next time, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this. See ya.